Superman issue 5, Peter J. Tomasi, Patrick Gleason, and art by Doug Mankey. Do you know what I really liked about Superman and Batman this week, and just in terms of having them side by side? I liked that Batman, to use a wrestling term, Batman put over Superman by saying he needed him to deal with an issue, and then Superman put over Batman because there's a fucking Batcave on the moon.
Which I instinctually want to hate.
But you can't, because it's amazing.
I can't, because it's so comic book. Like, New 52, I felt, went out of its way to be like, look how much like us they are. And I was like, well, that's not why I read comics.
Yeah,
you know, like, I read comics for the fun. Yeah, like, oh, I don't know.
It's so Bruce, though, as well.
Yeah.
But how the hell does he get into the moon?
Oh, well, look at the Watchtower. He takes a little shuttle down from the Watchtower. I mean, don't get me wrong. Where the fucker finds the time to do this kind of stuff? Because he's so big. He's in Batman. He's in Detective. He's in All-Star Batman. He's got all these things going on. And actually, something we never talked about in Supergirl. Actually, it was a tidbit they dropped in there that Supergirl only landed on Earth a few months ago, meaning that the New 52, as an entirety, only lasted over a few months.
Well, a few months plus the 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but a few months since the start of the New 52.
Yeah.
You know, so forgetting Justice League because that was set 5 years in the past. New 52, from all the other arcs started, it's only been a few months.
My brain hurt. This is why I get people that like no continuity. Just because, oh man.
It's fine.
I know Orlando said, when he says a few months, he just means less than a year. So it could be like 10, 11 months rather than 3 or 4.
But still, the point I was making, the reason why I brought that up is just, Batman, all the stuff that happened in the New 52, all of that's only a few months, and all the stuff that's going on now, and he has the time to
be fair,
shuttle to the
this
moon.
could have been done before the New 52 stuff.
That could have been, true.
Or what he does is he subcontracts it out and gets other people to build it for him.
Who's he sending to the moon?
And then he gets Amanda Waller to shoot those people so nobody knows about it.
He makes Flash do it because he's like, yeah, you can do it quicker.
You know.
But no.
Quick. Go up there. And,
but I like what Superman says. He knows it's there because he took a page out of Batman's book and has been shadowing Batman. So they're cementing the mistrust, but it's more like friendly mistrust between the two.
It's not so much that he doesn't trust Batman in general. It's that to him this is a new Batman. This is a different Batman. So he's just he's checking him out, making sure he's like his Bruce and whatever, and building that trust up again. Now,
so robot bats in the Batcave.
Robot bats. Some sort of defense system from the seams of it, and we also have the Hellbat mech suit, which Lois goes into Iron Man style to beat up Eradicator, which that was just a badass moment. Like, I know
it was so cool.
It is one of those goofy comic things, but her and John taking him on in a fight was just kind of really badass. Well, Superman was inside Eradicator, sweet talking the Kryptonian souls to help him in the fight.
How creepy was that? The art for those things, though.
Oh, they did a good job.
So good.
That different, the coloring, going all blue and stuff for that those panels was really really nice touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also the whole taking people away from Metropolis, so Metropolis doesn't get
I noticed that. That.
I'm starting to think who's ever in charge at DC is going, all right, that's the Zack Snyder does in the movies, but we here in the comics, our heroes still act like heroes.
Not even the comics, even in the Supergirl TV show, there was an episode.
Yeah, that's that one too.
Halfway through the season that directly showed a very similar scene to the end of Man of Steel, but made a point of saying, "Oh, but no, she'll stop and try to save people from the debris and stuff."
Yeah.
Anyway,
but it just shows that this Superman is the real Superman, for all lack of a better term. So I appreciated that.
Do you know what I like about the dynamics in this book, right, and something they've been developing over this arc, is that Superman, surprisingly, is the protective one, and Lois is the one that's like, no, let John throw a punch. Let him get into the fight. I like that, because it plays to Lois's character as well, because she's the feisty reporter who'll get into danger because she wants the story.
She's scrappy.
Yeah. So I like that.
Well, it makes sense, because Clark's lived his entire life knowing that if I punch somebody too hard. It's gonna vaporize him.
Yeah.
You know, so let's try to keep the boy in check. So, but then Lois is like, no, let him be a little boy. Let him fall off and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So it's good. It's playing both of them to who their characters are, and you know, it's tying into just how they will be parents, and it's really fun to read. But when you're reading a good comic book, it should feel like you're watching something, because you're that into it.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's the best compliment I can give to a creative team in a comic book. But no, I assume Connor geeked out at the Obi-Wan reference as well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like it was the only Star Wars reference this week.
Oh yeah, there was another one. There's also a Pokemon reference in a book, which I am going to shake my finger at very, very harshly when we get to it. But yeah, but I really like Superman. I thought this was the best issue since the first one, or maybe the first two. But no, I thought it was. Yeah. You know,
I loved the bit, where John heat vision blasts Eradicator in the face, and he's just on fire. And he just goes, persistent.
Yeah. Well, I also like who is this Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like he's a real person.
Yeah, that was good fun. Yeah, all the Eradicator stuff's good, and he's reminding me more of the Borg the more I hear him speak. Like, I kept expecting him to just drop the line "resistance is futile."
Yeah, or something like that. Well, we know that Tomasi likes making Star Trek references, so it wouldn't surprise me if it happens, because they had that hole in Green Lantern Corps where they made the net, and Garden was like, "I saw this in an episode of Star Trek once." So
yeah, so the issue ends. Superman's got all the souls of Krypton in him to help him fight, and that's a cliffhanger for the presumably last issue of the arc next time.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like it's going out of the last issue now. And I know that from Amazon, the first trade, 6 issues. Same with Batman, but Batman's got like a one sort of epilogue thing, so that at least makes sense.
Only 6, not 7, so it's not having the rebirth.
That's been really a consistency. If you look at the solicits, or not solicits, but the Amazon listings that always go up early, some of them say they have the rebirth and some of them don't.
It is worth noting those Amazon listings are not always accurate.
They're not always, but often they are as well. So it's always something. It's worth paying attention to them, but it's always worth remembering they might alter a little bit. But it is also worth mentioning that most of the rebirth issues are actually in the final New 52 trades.
Yeah, that's weird.
So take that, because there's a really weird Batman trade that's like issue 52 that Snyder didn't write, like an annual and the rebirth. It's like a really weird book. It just feels like these collection of things that
just getting the last of the stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, so you can look at all those Amazon listings.
There are some though, like that one. I can see the Batman rebirth going with that rather than the new stuff.
Yeah, because it wasn't really tying into it. Not much.
Right.
But like Superman should be in this.
You would think so. No, but I can see the Superman one being in Action Comics instead.
Yeah.
That's true.
It seems like it fits.
So it's more like a character rebirth than a book rebirth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it shared both. And, I mean, didn't Detective have elements in Batman too, though, in the rebirth?
Nah,
not really.
No.
The rebirth was just completely standard. It was the Calendar Man thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like a one-shot.
Oh, that's right.
It was fine. It was an alright issue, but it wasn't...
Wasn't connected to anything. Yeah.
But anyway, that's Superman, believe it or not. We tangented away from it, but Superman issue 5 is really good.
Yeah.